Hello and welcome to the mill. I am your host Dusty Crane, and this week have a very quick episode for you because as you may hear, I was under the weather last weekend. I still have a little bit of the yuck hanging around, so I don't sound great, which I know doesn't make a whole lot of people happy, but me least of all. Do have a little bit of news for you. It's more on the digital front. We do have the latest newsletter went out, and so we know obviously Between Two Castles and Mad King Ludwig, which I got on the shelf behind me, that expansion went on pre-order in a bargain too, I might add. But that's not what this is about. It looks like our next title we'll probably get from Stonemaier, and a physical good is. More likely than not, it looks like it might be Rolling Realms. And then let's go ahead and touch on the digital news, because we got a lot about Wingspan Digital all in just the period of a couple of days. And so the first bit of news that came out was Wingspan Digital is coming to iOS and iPad devices on July 20th. And it's a $10. You can already pre-order it now if you'd like. Under normal circumstances, I don't pre-order digital games. I think for the most part it's too risky, but we've seen it across other platforms, and me personally, I'm a sucker for Wingspan, so I'm going to buy it anyway. So I already pre-ordered that. July 20th is that date. But today we saw some information about it. Okay, so before I get to this next bit of information, I should have mentioned, so yes, iOS, iPad OS, but what about Android people? Well, Android people, it is something that Monster Couch is working on, but there's no status to provide right now in terms of when that might actually be coming. The next bit of news, Xbox is the next console that is getting Wingspan Digital. Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S are getting it oddly specific, according to Xbox's website, June 17th at 8 p.m. My browser is set to Eastern Standard Time, so maybe that's earlier for you, maybe it's later, I don't know, but June 17th at 8 p.m. I thought that was interesting. Now, one thing it said is it mentions Xbox One X Enhanced, and I don't know exactly what that means, except for it does mention that Ultra 4K is available. So maybe that's what that particular blurb, Xbox One X Enhanced, means. You can actually get it in 4K. You can see those beautiful bird cards and the beautiful animated art that Monster Couch has come up with. Just move it around in 4K on your TV. It's already a gorgeous game. It's probably even more so in that nice resolution. Also, cross-platform. So you can be an Xbox gamer, play with your Steam buddies, play with your Nintendo Switch friends, and, just get a nice game of Wingspan Digital going. Also, when the Xbox version releases again on June 17th, the following day, the Swift Start Guide birds are coming to Wingspan Digital on all platforms that it's available. So that Swift Start Guide that, under normal circumstances, it's meant to teach you the game. Wingspan Digital obviously already teaches you the game. They have a tutorial in place. So this is probably just adding those birds. I don't know that we would get any kind of different tutorial or anything like that. But that's cool. It's come to all platforms. I didn't see any mention of a cost. It's only a few birds. Hopefully there's not an in-app purchase, but I would say I want to support these guys, but I just did. I just bought it on another platform. But we'll see, right? That the Swift Start Bird's coming June 18th. Now, a little bit of sidestepping over to another platform entirely, and that is Board Game Arena. We've heard for some time that there's Stonemaier games in the works over on Board Game Arena, and it looks like Viticulture may end up being the first title available. I've been playing the alpha of Viticulture, and there's been a few hiccups here and there. I'm actually on my second game. We're not playing real time, so I think the first game took something like 50 or 60 days. Like it was wild how long our game took. So it was a 5-player game, and we're all just taking our time. We're busy, you know, we have lives, we got families, we have, you know, work responsibilities, and so you know, just taking our time with it, having a good time, and it's been a very good implementation. Of course, there's little bugs here and there. It's an alpha, but we've been reporting them. It seems like they've been fixing it, and just all around a good time being had. Like I said, we're on our second game now. This one hopefully doesn't take another 61 days, but even if it does, it's been really nice to actually have a game going in the background, kind of just, you know, get an email that says, hey, it's your turn, and pop in there and check it out. So viticulture on BGA looking very good. Now there's been another title that I think was announced even before that, and that was Tapestry on BGA. Somewhere on Board Game Arena there's a status page, and maybe it's only for alpha reviewers, and that's why I don't see it, or I just don't know where to look. But in any case, apparently there's been a status page that says waiting for art. And people have asked Jamie about it in the past, and he's like, I've given them the art. They have the 3D sculpts and all that stuff that they need. But apparently it was a miscommunication, I think, between the person who was doing the implementation and Board Game Arena, and that has since been resolved. They had the art. It was just a miscommunication. In any case, I think because the 3D sculpts maybe won't be coming, maybe they did like a 2D implementation. I don't know. I haven't seen it. It's not even in alpha yet, but supposedly very close, and I'm excited to see that one on Board Game Arena. Just really, Board Game Arena in general has just been my lifeline to board games all through the pandemic. I'm really grateful for that platform. I'm grateful for the friends I've made that have spent time with me over there. And yeah, that's all I have for you this week. I think this ended up being a little bit longer than I intended, but hey, I won't torture you with my voice too much. In fact, I'm going to get out of here and go watch my son graduate high school after I, change, of course. So, hey, in the comments, maybe drop them a congratulations. That would be cool. Yeah, I was going to, you know what? I'll ask anyway, because I was like, oh, you know what, I'm going to ask. Hopefully you guys saw my Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig, the new solo modes. I did a couple of videos for that. And someone, when I originally asked and said tutorial or board or playthrough, I kept getting told the playthrough. It's way more helpful than just a tutorial. Helps me put the pieces together. So now that I've done those 2 playthroughs, I find myself wondering, is there any value in doing just a straight tutorial? So if you wouldn't mind, you have an opinion on that, go ahead and drop it in the comments for me and maybe help me wrap my mind around whether or not that's something I want to do or not. And I would just appreciate the heck out of it. So until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for watching. Bye.